What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Actually, good evening. The sun's almost down. I was hoping to get an early start last night or maybe today after class and bang out like 2, maybe 3 videos, get ahead of the game. But I got distracted making a giant snickerdoodle cookie. And so here we are, last minute, doing the video for today. I want to say real quickly though that after editing the video for yesterday, it was only the 3rd video, and I was already like, I hate looking at my face, and like, this sounds too preachy, and what am I doing? But 2 things have me back today making another video. The first one is the goal. Like, I would feel so ridiculous if I said, you know what, we're gonna make 400 videos, and then the 4th day, I missed a video. So having that daily accountability, that daily goal to hit, that daily target is really keeping me on track. And again, there's gonna be a lot of junk that comes out, but it's just holding myself accountable to 1 piece of video every day, no matter what. And the second thing is, I wanna say special thanks to Carrie Ann, as you guys know, and my friend Roy Yamada at school. I was feeling real dumb about last night's video and stuff, but they both made their own comments like, oh yeah, looking forward to the videos, like thanks so much. Oh, my cousin Robert as well. So hopefully after 400 of these, 1 or 2 finds a place. Anyway, so for today's video, I want to talk about what the most common goal that people talk about when we start talking about financial independence and working online and all these things is, they say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, it's nice, sounds nice, I'm a millionaire, quote unquote millionaire. But why? Again, we come back to why. Why do you want to be a millionaire? Well, I want to own certain things. Well, what do you want to own? I want to own a Lamborghini. That's a common one. I want to buy a house for my mom. I want to do this. I want to be this. I want to have this. There's a saying that goes something like, an ill-defined target never gets hit. If you go to the shooting range and you have 1 million targets you could possibly hit, but you're not picking one and going after it, then you're never going to hit it. You're going to just be shooting wildly. Maybe you'll hit other targets accidentally, but you'll never hit the one target you're going after. You'll never have a Lamborghini. You'll never have this house. So later on we'll go into visualization and maybe some vision boards and some extra woo-woo type stuff. But for now, it's getting clear on what your target actually is. If you say you want to be a millionaire, why do you want to be a millionaire? Because you want to have certain things? Okay, well, what do those things actually cost? You're not going to go with a bucket of cash to the Lamborghini store and be like, 1 Lamborghini, please. Here's $500,000. No. You're going to use OPM. You're going to use other people's money. You're going to finance it. What does a monthly Lamborghini cost? What is the cost of ownership? What is the cost of the insurance? What is the payment? What is the maintenance cost? What are all the costs associated with it? And break it down into what it costs per month. And some go further into what it costs per week, and then further again to what it costs per day. One of the first sheets I got into was in Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek, and that was 14, 15 years ago when this book came out. But it's been kind of like the pivotal moment for 90% of the entrepreneurs that I've met or that I hear on podcasts and things like that, is Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek. So if you haven't read it yet, check it out. But I think it's publicly available now. He has his, I want to say he calls it the Dreamlining Worksheet. So I'll link to that below. We'll jump over to my computer, I'll share my screen and see what we can fill out. Okay guys, hopefully you can hear me. I'm using a new USB untested microphone, so hopefully you can hear me and I'm not just wasting the next half hour of my life. So I found it here. It's at tim.blog/lifestyle costing. And again, this is 14 or 15 years old, but it's still super, super useful. You can read through here, and I clicked on this one, Sample 6-Month Dreamline and Blank Dreamline. And he gives some written examples from the book. And finally, down below it, you have Dreamlining Calculators and Worksheet, which I just downloaded. So he gives some prompts here, and it's 1 place to visit, 1 thing to do before you die, a memory of a lifetime, 1 thing to do daily, weekly, and 1 thing you've always wanted to learn. So if you look at his examples here, and can we rotate this? Hey, we can rotate this. So he gives having Aston Martin, a Go board, personal assistant, full kendo armor. And there's many steps to this, but I want to keep this just at like the 30,000 foot overview and try and keep it super, super simple for you guys. So I clicked below, I want to say it was this one, and I actually had the Excel spreadsheet. So let's make a hypothetical one. So in 6 months, I dream of having, let's say, a Lamborghini. And I would go online, do a little bit of research. I want a Lamborghini 23, 2011, 2012. This is a cool green 2018 Lamborghini Huracan LP 582 for $220,000. Buy it now price. So Google has a lot of these built in, and it gives you what the current market interest rate is. So I'm buying a $220,000 car. Market rate is 3.11, but I like to be conservative, so I would say 4% interest rate. So we have roughly $4,000 per month for my Lamborghini Huracan. But I would also do my insurance. So I would go on insurance, and you can actually plug in the VIN. You can plug in all this stuff for your 2018 Lamborghini Huracan. They usually give you the VIN even on eBay Motors. Let's see. Yep, right here, VIN number. So you can plug in the VIN number, and it'll give you an exact quote on your insurance. So I did some research in the past. I was looking around, and I realized I would need at least an additional $500 per month just in maintenance and fuel and whatever it is. So I'm going to say $5,000 per month. And next we're going to have a house. I mean, these are all hypothetical. But we would have a 3-bedroom house in Los Angeles. And I would put in my expense here. I would be $2,500 per month for a nice rented place in Los Angeles. Okay, monthly. Being. What does he have examples of being? Being flexible, being fluent in Greek, being an excellent cook. I'm going to say being in the best shape of my life. Still a bit vague. So to make it happen, I would hire a trainer. And my trainer is going to cost me $500 per month. I can get a chef to meal prep for me. I would just keep this in the same main description. I would have a chef, $500. Maybe that's one meal, but $500 per month. Doing. I want to visit Tokyo in the next 6 months. And I want to set aside $5,000, which would be a one-time thing. So again, this is just to really quickly run you guys through this. Really simple way of breaking this down. But if you haven't been thinking about this kind of stuff at all, then this is definitely a great place to start. So then we have a target monthly income of $9,333. Hey, that's a good number for our target monthly income. And broken down for you, that's convenient. They have a target daily income of $307. So for the start items here, target monthly income of start items and target daily income of start items. That's just like, okay, so we can scroll back up and we can look at what are actually our priorities. So this is my 6-month dream. I don't really care about a Lamborghini. I just feel like that's like what I'm supposed to have. And besides, in the next 6 months, I'm going to be in Tokyo for a couple of months, a month and a half or so. So I don't really care to get a Lamborghini Huracan right now. But I would like to have this 3-bedroom house in Los Angeles there waiting for me. So that's a non-negotiable. So I go here and click yes to start this item. And I do want to be in the best shape of my life before I head to Tokyo. So that's going to mean hiring a trainer and having a chef. And visiting Tokyo, I'm saying no to other items because I want this to be a priority. Okay. Deselect. So now that I have my actual priorities for the next 6 months, then I can come down here to my start items and I can say, okay, so my target monthly income is only $4,333. There's that number again. And my target daily income is only $142. $142 to visit Tokyo and have $5,000 to spend. have a trainer, have a personal chef, and have my Los Angeles apartment in the sky. Not too bad, not too bad. So steps now. What are some steps I can take right this second? Okay, I know I'm going to Tokyo in 6 months. I will go and set a I cannot type. Set a price alert for my dates of travel. And I'll get into this in a later video as well, but basically you can go on several flight sites. I'll get into this later, but what I usually do when I travel is I'll set a price alert, and you can kind of watch the price of flights go up and down, fluctuate, and it's kind of like watching the stock market. It's pretty fun, and it's even more exciting because not only are you gaining or losing money, but it's for something you want to do, which is take your trip to Tokyo in this scenario. So I'd set a price alert for my dates of travel. I can do that right now, tonight, before I go to bed. I can do that. I can also look on Yelp for a chef. And then tomorrow I'm going to call and meet 2 trainers, block off 2 hours to work on my online business. Because if I don't have my online business and I go to Tokyo for 2 months, then I'm not going to have any money. And the day after, what can I do the day after? Well, I'm going to continue working on my online business 2 hours per day, and I'm going to call to view 2 apartments. If you're in the place for that yet, maybe more of your actionable items today, tomorrow, the day after are going to be more income-based or more expense cutting. So if I know that I have to have this amount per month, what can I sell that's weighing me down now anyway and make a little bit of money to either get closer to this goal or put towards my online business and put towards my investments and things like that, so I can hit these goals a little bit faster. Let's see, one last thing before you go. What I didn't do is click go. Okay, this is perfect. Yeah, you can actually go into your monthly expenses and see what your expenses are now. My expenses now are, I owe this, I got this, I got that. I don't know. I'm just putting in money. Apparently, I spend $2,345 on public transportation. I could probably cut some of those expenses right there. This is exactly what I was getting into. So where am I now? I can put all my monthly current expenses in here, and where should I be? Start subtracting all non-essentials that are used infrequently or not important to your new dream life scenario. So that's it. A really simple spreadsheet. Again, we have more advanced ones that I'll try and make available later on, but this should get you started. Hope that helps, and I'll see you back on the main camera, main screen. So I hope that helps a little bit. As they say, he who has the most clarity, he or she, who has the most clarity wins. So clearly defining what your dream scenario is vitally important. You want to know when you've won, if that makes sense. You want to know when you're hitting your target, and you want to have a goal that's within reach and more attainable than having these nebulous, like I want to be a millionaire, when you have $14 in your checking account. So I hope that helps. I think it's also important to not only have a dream life scenario, what does this dream life cost, but also see what your costs are now. So not only having a dream life scenario, what is my ultimate dream life, my craziest like imaginable life, what does that actually cost? I bet it's more affordable than you think. So on this side, we're gonna have our dream life scenario. How much does it cost down to the dollar, where all that money's going? And then it's important to do this as well, as looking at what your budget, what you're spending, what your finances look like now, getting crystal clear on it, and looking at what your dream life scenario is. You can see what the difference is between these two. And this is where our online business comes in. This is where our investing comes in, just to try and fill that gap in the middle. If we can cut spending here and start reinvesting these funds back into our money machine, whether that be through index investing, starting our own business, getting close to coaches and mentors and taking courses and things like that, then you can start decreasing those expenses or reallocating that money and get you closer and closer and start shrinking this gap until finally you're at your dream life scenario. So I hope that helps, and that'll take us into what I want to talk about tomorrow, which is what gets measured gets managed. So that's it for today. I hope that helped a little bit. Help you guys start getting a little bit of clarity around your finances. We can do more about this later on, of course. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.